Welcome to Bennie Barre Fitness. Today I'm bringing you an at-home barre workout, including a lunge series, a series in chair pose to really burn out those legs, and a squat series. All of these can be performed at home. If you don't happen to have a ballet bar at home, you can simply use the back of a chair for balance and support. You can also use a railing or a countertop. So go ahead and turn that music on and let's get working. For our first exercise, we're going to be working in scooters. So we're going to lunge that right leg back straight. We're going to keep our left knee bent right over top of that ankle in the front. Straight leg lunge with that leg in the back. And then we're going to tuck that right leg back forward, maintaining a bend through our left leg. So we're going to straighten it out and tuck it in. And we're shortly going to feel the burn here in this movement. So this is our scooter. Let's go ahead and get started in our exercise. Tuck it in, take it out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Our hips are remaining square to the bar here. Taking in, squeezing in, pushing out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Almost there. Out, in, out, in, out. Now right here, we're going to lunge it down. We're going to pick up that front heel. So our back leg is now bent, the knee going to the floor, and our heel is up in the front, lunging here. Good, pushing down. Now stepping it up into a second position, we're going to plie, lift, releve, and drop. Plie, lift, releve, drop. Plie, and we're going to shake hips side to side, just letting them loosen up a little bit, still maintaining that tuck, just moving side to side. Releve and drop. Plie, lift, releve, and drop. Now we're going to lift those heels as we shift our hips from side to side. Good. Now taking that left foot back, we're moving into scooters on this side, making sure that that right knee is right over top of the ankle and not extending forward. Hips are squared to the bar, and we're really feeling that through our right leg. Step it out and in, push back and in, back, tuck it in, squeezing forward. Good. Back and in, out and in, out and in, out. Now drop that knee into a lunge and pulse it here. We're going to lift that front heel right up. Stilettos. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bringing up, we're going to step into second position and plie, lift, releve, drop. Plie, lift, releve, drop. Now drop to plie and plie, pulse, taking those hips from side to side. Good. Again, plie, lift, releve, drop. Plie, lift, releve. Now we're going to keep those heels up as we drop into that plie and scoot our hips from side to side, shifting back and forth. We're going to transition into chair pose here. Our knees are together, our ankles are together. We have that tailbone tucked forward, and we're sitting back. Now let's pulse it here. Pulse, pulse. Now take that right foot back just a couple inches and pulse. Feel that difference there in the legs. Good. Legs are tight together, pulsing here. Left foot back and pulse. Good. Now bringing both legs up, we're going to go back to our plies. Lift, releve, plie, lift, releve, feet are in second. Now plie down and shift those hips from side to side. Good, swaying back and forth right here. Yes, back to plie, lift, releve, and drop. Plie, lift, keeping that tailbone nice and tucked. Now we're going to releve those feet and we're going to shift our hips back from side to side. Those heels are up. Now pulse to the center right here and squeeze straight up. Take a little break. Our next series is in chair pose, and I'm going to be using a ball in between my knees for this one. If you do not have a ball, you can just keep those knees and ankles together, squeezing the knees together throughout the entirety of this workout. Now I've got a Pilates and Barre Fitness ball here, and I am using it a little bit squishy. You can also have your ball firm. If you don't have a specific fitness ball, you can also take a child's ball. You do want something to be relatively loose and have some give to it. You don't want something that's too hard because you do want to squeeze it for resistance in between your knees. All right, so let's take that squishy ball and place it right in between the knees. If you do have some knee issues, you can take it a little bit above the knees. So we're going to rise up to releve, and we're going to keep that tailbone tucked and sink down to chair. Rising again, we're going to go down to chair. Now those heels are lifted. Good. Continue here to sink down to chair and rise straight up. Keeping that tailbone tucked underneath, tailbone's driving straight down. Now we're going to prance our heels here. One drops at a time and lifts right back up, alternating. Drop, 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 drop. Good. This is our nice prancing motion. Now both heels, drop and lift. Keeping that head nice and level. You're not bouncing up and down. It's just your knees lifting. And pulse here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to circle those hips, letting our hips be loose and sassy, engaging that core as we circle around and squeezing that ball tight, holding it in place. Now we're going to come right back up. We're going to go from chair to releve, sliding down to chair pose and lifting tall. Good. Chair and lift. Chair. Now we're going to prance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. Now lift both heels and drop. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Stay low in that chair. Don't find yourself straightening your legs. And pulse here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hip circle. 2, 3, 4. Engaging that core. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other way for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our legs are burning. 7 and 8. Good. Now we're going to hold right there and pulse. Those heels are up and high, pulsing out here. Good. It's burning. We're squeezing that ball tighter as we're pulsing out. Good. Keep going. Now prance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Alternating those heels right there. Now we're going to lift both heels up and drop them down. Lift and lower. Make sure you're coming up high as if you're wearing stilettos. High, high heels. Now hold it there and pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to come up and circle. We're going to circle in levels here. Take it low. Take it to the middle. Take it high. Take it low. Circle low. Circle middle. Circle high. Circle middle. Circle low. Circle middle. Circle high. Circle middle. Circle low. It's hard down there. Middle. And we're going to come right back down and pulse right here. Keep those heels up. Pulse. It's burning. Keep squeezing that ball. Tight knees. And lift it up and release. Good work. We've got one more series to go here. Put that ball down. We're going to take a little stretch. Fold back into tabletop. You can lift those heels. And now my quads feel a little bit tight, so I'm going to lift into releve a couple of times and stretch that out. Good. Let's go ahead and get started with our squat series. So we want our hips to be square to the bar, and we're going to squat straight down and up. Our weight is in our heels right here. We are letting our butt come out, unlike plies that we do in barre, squatting straight back, but we're going to keep a straight back, shoulders down. We're not hunching forward, straight up. Now we're going to hold that squat, lift the heels, and fast pulse right here. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Pulse, pulse, pulse. A little different from your traditional squats right here with those heels lifted, holding onto that bar for support, shoulders rowed down. Now we drop both heels and lift. Lift, drop. Lift, keeping that head nice and stable. The rest of our body doesn't move, just those heels. So our knees come forward, but we're not jumping up and down. Everything is nice and stable. Lift the heels and drop. Now back to our squats. Squat and lift, keeping those shoulders rolled down. Don't find yourself hunching over. Nice straight ballerina back here. Nice long neck. Good. Squat it back and lift. Squat and lift. Squat. Now we're going to hold here, lift those heels and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Keep going right here in that pulse. Next, we're going to drop both those heels together. Here it comes. We're going to drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Nice, steady, stable shoulders. Drop those heels and lift. Nice high lift. Wearing stilettos. High heels here. Lift, drop, and lift. Keep going. Drop. Squat pulse here for 10. We're going to lift those heels. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the heel. Now lift both heels and lower. Lift. Now push up releve. Straight legs. Drop the heels and lift. Drop and lift. Come back to squat. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Stand straight up. Drop. Lift. Drop. Lift. To squat. Drop. Lift. Drop. Lift. Straight legs. Drop. Lift. Drop those heels. And lift. Squat. Drop. Lift. Drop. Lift. Now let's hold here in our squat. We're going to drop and lift both those heels together. Hold it here. Keep it down nice and low. Everything stays down except for those heels going back and forth. Couple more. Keep going. Lift and rise up. Straight leg. With heels up, let's squat pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight legs. Now take a single squat. Lift, squat, lift. Now pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting it up straight. Let's go ahead and drop those heels and stretch that out. You are done. Thank you so much for joining me at the Bennie Barre. Now be sure to stretch out those legs while those muscles are still warm. I'll see you next time.